Say what needs to be said. Colorado Buffaloes and Coach Prime had the same issues from last season. The team can't and refuse to run the football. But in order to have an effective running game, you need big, strong, powerful, and athletic linemen. Not the type we currently see on the field for the Colorado Buffaloes. The team can't convert in short yardage situations, and the offensive line does not move the needle when it comes to the line of scrimmage. Now it's time for Coach Prime to change his recruiting philosophy. Get out of Colorado and get into these kids' houses to recruit. Some things you just can't change. And how to recruit young men to come play college football for you is one of them. Now, we all love Coach Prime. And I know Coach Prime expects everyone to love him for who he is. But don't expect the top recruits to just want to be a part of what Coach Prime is doing for that program, because there's a lot of hype behind the team. We all know their egos are just as big as Coach Prime. And we see that Coach Prime can stack the skill position and bring in a lot of recruits at the skill position. But that's not how you win games. Deion Sanders has turned Colorado football into a dangerous program on the recruiting trail, and he's done it without having to leave Boulder. Sanders, who took over the Buffaloes in 2022 after 3 seasons at Jackson State, quickly turned over the roster he inherited, bringing in a significant number of transfers. That trend continued with Colorado's class in 2023 to 24. The latest class of new Buffaloes features just 7 high school recruits, including 5-star IMG Academy product Jordan Seaton and a whopping 24 transfers. Given his approach to team building, it isn't a huge surprise that Sanders does things differently in leading his program. Even so, USA Today's revelation that he hasn't made a single in-home recruiting visit is pretty stunning. The publication obtained records showing that Coach Prime has not made a single off-campus contact with recruits since taking the job, despite having a $200,000 annual allowance for private air travel for recruiting purposes. That budget has gone unused. The school confirmed both facts to USA Today in February email. Now, this is a very different approach for coaches such as Jim Harbaugh, a national champion, who did numerous in-home visits while at Michigan, going so far as to sleep at the house of former Michigan kicker Quinn Nordin in 2016. While Harbaugh went beyond the norm that year, in-home visits have long been a way for coaches to prove their interest level to high school players. However, the recruiting landscape has changed dramatically in recent years, and Sanders' decision to target older transfer players may pan out as he looks to make Colorado a contender in the Big 12. It may pan out. But like I said, some things you just can't change, and home and at-home visits are one of those things. And Coach Prime just needs to change his position on recruiting. Begin doing at-home visits with the top recruits, and it's just as simple as that. Go in the living room with these kids in their environment, whether it's rats, roaches, the ceiling is leaking, or whatever it is, whatever the circumstances may be, and break bread with their family so they can feel like Coach Prime is one of them. Sometimes that's all it takes is a little humility to land a job or a recruit or whatever you're trying to accomplish. You understand? Sometimes it's all it takes is a little bit of humility. And I'm sure it will go a long way in the eyes of normal working class family members that are thinking about sending their kids to Boulder, Colorado. And I'm sure things will change for Coach Prime on the recruiting aspect of coaching at Colorado. Start taking them at home visits, man. Get out of Colorado. I know, Coach Prime, you're an icon and you're a big figure, a celebrity figure. But, you know, these family members and these kids, they want to feel you. You want to land those big boys, big hauls that's going to go in there and push the line of scrimmage and make it easy for the run game. Then the pass game open up. And then you can lay your legacy down as one of the best coaches to ever step on college football turf. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's all it takes is for Coach Prime to win. If he wins, he will quickly shoot up there and he will have all the notoriety and respect because of who he is. So that's my take on Coach Prime. Coach Prime needs to get out of his ways and go get out there and recruit. Go to different cities and houses and let the kids and the families feel him. You understand what I'm saying? Whether you got to bring security or whatever you got to do. I'm sure Colorado Buffaloes, they will accommodate. The boosters or whoever, they will accommodate for Coach Prime. So say what needs to be said. Until next time, I'm out.